In school, there are always those kids, the ones that don't do anything and hardly ever show up to school. Don't you think that there should be someone devoted to motivating them to do so? You should care about this because one of these kids could be the next president or the person who finds a cure to cancer, and all they really needed was a little motivation. I've watched a lot of people that I care about be unmotivated and let their grades slip. Therefore, every school should have an at-risk teacher to keep kids motivated and stay on top of their grades and to graduate. The problem is that there are too many kids that are not motivated to do their schoolwork or to come to school, and they turn to drinking or drugs. Before the age of 18, 9 out of 10 high school students were seen to have met a criteria for addiction and had already started drinking, smoking, and doing illicit or prescription drugs. 3 of 4 of U.S. high school students have drank alcohol, used other drugs, and smoked cigarettes. 2 out of 3 of high school students have taken more than one substance which is addictive. If there were at-risk teachers, then there would be someone there to motivate students to focus on their grades and their futures and less on drugs and alcohol. You might be asking yourself, what is an at-risk teacher? The term at-risk is often used to describe students or groups of students who are considered to have a higher probability of failing academically or dropping out of school. So, an at-risk teacher is someone who will motivate them and to make sure that they stay on top of their grades. When having an at-risk teacher, it can make it so that there are less high school dropouts and higher grades. Last year, 10% of students dropped out of a school without an at-risk teacher, and only 2% dropped out of schools with an at-risk teacher. If every school had an at-risk teacher, then there would be less dropouts and less kids getting in trouble with drugs. When having an at-risk teacher, there would be someone there to devote all of their time specifically to the at-risk kids. They would be able to motivate them to focus on their future and not only help them with school, but also help them with life as well. There are so many benefits from having an at-risk teacher in schools, but one important benefit is that it could decrease the chances of there being any high school dropouts or kids getting into drugs or alcohol and ruining their lives. Having an at-risk teacher can immensely help at-risk kids stay on track in school with their homework and to boost their confidence and get them motivated for their future without that motivation that the at-risk teachers provide. If your school does not have an at-risk teacher, you should bring it to the attention of the principal or the administration. It could change so many people's lives.